between the air. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league. Occasional starting opportunities as well. And he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, that he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Throw is there, trading Bride. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Brissett now on 1st and 10. He's keeping it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's a game to DeMercado. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Brissett keeping this himself. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. And a play made by Jacob Parrish.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Going play action here, Brissett. Right side cut by Higgins. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Specifically for the tight end, because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field, you just say their name and just some adjectives, attributes pop up right away. Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Mayfield now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one's good to Conway. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Irving on the counter. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mayfield keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Dortch now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. And well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. On 1st down, it's Brissett. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Second down. Here's Brissett again. Short pass brought in. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Brissett. Making the call himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. DiMercado on the carry. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Cardinals first down.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Brissett. It's caught at the 4. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
No run with DiMercado. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. He'll work against the blitz. We've got a screen to the running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Brissett. Dumped off to his running back. And he's not going to... 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen he wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding the spread for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Baker now off the play fake. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It is 25 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A toss running right. It's Irving. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
From the gun, Mayfield. He keeps it and takes off. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Mayfield. Got his man. It's on him. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Buccaneers, first down.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a 10-3 ball game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Here's Baker. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Brissett with it on first. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brissett now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
It's Matt Hawk who's headed out there to punt on 4th down. Cameron Johnson back deep to receive this one for the Bucs. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 from the 32. They give to Irving to start this drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you at first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great play, jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Brissett. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Cardinals, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's DiMercado. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Brissett to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Matt Hawk on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to Irving now. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Once again, Irving. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. That's Greg Dortch returning this for the Cardinals. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. A run here. This is DiMercado. And that's going to be a
great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Brissett keeping this himself. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Okay, you'll often hear me talk about setting an edge, Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep him inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Oh, play action here. Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brissett. Finds him over the middle. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. On the ground, this is nice. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Drawing up the design keeper. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They send a man in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Deep to return this one is Cameron Johnson. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. This is Irving on 2nd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Offense is set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now, blitz coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Baker now from the gun. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now here's Mayfield. Into traffic, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, we don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Short pass brought in. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going again, it's Mayfield. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Imari DiMercato. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Brissett hits him on the out route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Brissett to throw. That pass is complete to McBride. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Brissett. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. To the air yet again, Brissett. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick by Ryland is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter.
Turn his TV off.
Set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Otten on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. On the give, this is Irving. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and the Bucs have the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Irving on the inside give. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He got him the first, now Irving on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to DeMercado. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Cardinals, first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Over the middle, Harrison's got it. Into the red zone. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals tie this game up. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. It's all squared up again following that touchdown part. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
It's complete. This is Anguka. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. So 20 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, But that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on second down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, the big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Buccaneers field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. DeMercado bringing it back. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Brissett. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Back to the air, Brissett. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Third down, Buxton in the dime set defensively. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd down now, they need 7. Now it's Brissett. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Punt team on the field. Matt Hawk will kick it away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Baker now off the play fake. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Irving trying to run for the first. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good. We're on 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Baker now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Bucs have the first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
It's a gain of 18.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. I'll toss it here to Irving. Touchdown! The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
Point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers 30, Cardinals 20.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. DeMercado bringing it back. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Going play action here. Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, Brissett. Ooh, puts him air into this one, right side. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers, then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Oh, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 44-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it into Emeka Egbuka. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Man in motion here. Throw here, 3rd down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on a defense.
Now it's Irving. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Irving on the counter. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Pass is caught at the 9. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Going with Irving here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mayfield. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Cardinals 20.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Dortch now to return it. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Brissett. Finds the in route, complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. Operating from the gun, Brissett hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brissett. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. To the air yet again, Brissett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Second down. Here's Brissett again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. A lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming.
Looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Across the 20, continuing to work. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers, down receiver Chris Godwin, getting set for another go. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Irving here from the gun. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
1st and 10 from the 32. Mayfield now from the gun. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Carry here for Irving. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Baker. On the screen, this is White. Shoots away from 1. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down run from White. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back-to-back carries here. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Out of the gun, White. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. left it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Buccaneers 44, Cardinals 27.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. DiMercato bringing it back. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play this drive, it might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Now it's Brissett. For right side, and McBride has it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Cardinals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all came downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Now Brissett on 4th down. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run.
Real quick. 0 to 100, real quick. Whole squad on it, real. 0 to 100, real quick.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. A run now with White. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and goal.
I love these misdirection runs. You use that defense's speed and aggressiveness against them. It is really, when you put this play in the playbook and you call it, you want to see that defense overreact, and then you cut them in half with the misdirection.
White goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying again with White. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.